Supreme Court reinstates murder conviction in case of Etan Patz, missing New York City boy. Add AP News as your preferred source to see more of our stories on Google. Add AP News on Google. Add AP News as your preferred source to see more of our stories on Google. Share Washington app. The Supreme Court on Monday reinstated a murder conviction in the 1979 disappearance of 6-year-old Etan Patz. The justices, by a 6-3 vote, granted an appeal from New York prosecutors who had urged them to undo a federal appeals court decision that overturned the verdict. The 3 liberal justices dissented. Prosecutors had been preparing to try the man, Pedro Hernandez, for a 3rd time. His first trial ended in a mistrial. The unanimous panel of the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Second Circuit reversed Hernandez's murder and kidnapping conviction in the second trial because of how the judge had answered a question from jurors. App Audio. Supreme Court reinstates murder conviction in case of Etan Patz, missing New York City boy. AP correspondent Julie Walker reports the Supreme Court reinstates a murder conviction in a notorious New York City missing child case. Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg had called the basis for overturning the conviction a slender reed that essentially ignored a 5-month-long trial with 66 witnesses. The justices agreed, in an unsigned opinion, that federal courts should not second-guess state courts under a 1996 federal law that was intended to reduce federal court oversight of state criminal trials. The Second Circuit exceeded its authority in holding that Hernandez is entitled to relief, the justices wrote. Hernandez, 64, has been serving a sentence of 25 years to life in prison. Bragg hailed the High Court's decision. It's impossible to imagine the pain of losing a child, waiting so long for justice, and having to brace for more proceedings, Bragg, a Democrat, said at a news conference on an unrelated issue, adding that he hoped the Patz family gained some peace of mind from the High Court's ruling. Read more. A message seeking comment was sent to Etan's father. Hernandez's lawyers said they were terribly disappointed by the ruling. "We firmly believe that an innocent man is in jail for a crime that he did not commit," attorneys Harvey Fishbin and Alice Fontier said. Hernandez made statements to Confidence years ago about having killed a child or young man in New York, and he later told police he'd killed Etan. His lawyers say he confessed falsely because of a mental illness that sometimes made him hallucinate. They emphasized that his admission to police came after detectives queried him for about 7 hours before reading him his rights and recording the interview. Hernandez then repeated his confession on tape at least twice. Etan vanished while walking to his downtown Manhattan school bus stop on May 25, 1979. Hernandez worked at a nearby convenience shop at the time, but the Maple Shade, New Jersey, resident didn't become a suspect until 2012. Etan was among the first missing children ever to appear on milk cartons, and the anniversary of his disappearance became National Missing Children's Day. Hernandez already has been tried twice. A jury deadlocked in 2015, and then a different panel of jurors convicted him at a